Hello, I'm Graham Horton and welcome to my review of this brand new light from Viltrox, the WeLight Ninja 10. Now the model that WeLight have sent me to review for you is the fixed temperature 5600 Kelvin light, but it's available as a bicolor model, the 10B. The kit they sent me is actually the combo kit, which includes a hand grip and a V-mount battery adapter, but you can actually buy the lamp on its own. So this is the package and you'll receive the lamp in, and let's just have a look around the box itself. So you can see it's a 120 watt lamp at a fixed temperature of 5600 Kelvin. It has 6 light effects, and if you get the Model 10B you'll find there are 10 lighting effects, which include flickering candle flames and fires, etc. But obviously with the fixed temperature of 5600 Kelvin you don't get those candle effects. More about the operation of this light as we go through the review. So let's unbox this and I'll show you exactly what you get with the combo kit. Now what I like about all the Viltrox products is the way they present them to you. They come in these nice padded cases. This one is no exception. It's a nice padded case with included shoulder strap. So let's have a look inside and show you exactly what you get with this combo kit. So again, 2 nice sturdy zips, and inside the packaging, first of all in the mesh compartment you can see we've got that shoulder strap and the instruction manual for using the light. But more importantly, let's have a look at the contents of this package. The 10 and 10B now support a full-size Bowens mount. So the first thing in the box here is the new reflector, which is a full-size Bowens mount. So that means you can use any of your existing studio lights if they've got the full-size Bowens mount, so soft boxes and other reflectors with a standard mount you can use. We've got a power pack, and with that power pack is a very neat clip, so you can attach this to a light stand and you won't have the problem of trailing cables, etc. So this is a nice addition to the kit, and I would like to see that available on all the other light ranges. This is a really fantastic addition. So this one has got about a 2.5 meter DC power cord and a 3 meter power cord for the AC input. So very nice packaging and good length of cable for the device. Obviously in the UK we've got the 13 amp BS1363 plug and the standard IEC connector, which will go to the power pack. So that is the included power pack, rated at 150 watts, as this is a 120 watt lamp. And let's get that out and show you the lamp itself. So this is the lamp. It measures 275 millimeters by 126 by 142 millimeters, and it weighs about 970 grams, so just under a kilogram or 2.2 pounds in weight. Standard Bowens mount, as we've mentioned, with the protective cover for the cob light, which again is here at the top of the unit, and again is a fixed temperature 5600 Kelvin cob. You can see in the top here we've got the ventilation, and you can probably just see underneath there we've got the very large heatsink to dissipate the heat from that 120 watt light. In the bottom there is a fan for forced air cooling, and I want to talk about the fan a little later in the video about its performance. We've got the new yoke mounts on these lights now, which allow you to mount the light vertically, or you can mount them horizontally depending on the angle that you want the light to point at. And again, it's got the usual rosette fitting on the side here, so that is the 2 rosettes of the lamp mount and the yoke mount, and in between that is a rubber washer which allows you to tighten that and get the engagement between the 2 rosettes. If you've got a much larger reflector and you find that that still slips, remove that rubber washer and just engage the rosettes of the metal fittings and it won't slip. So nice yoke which allows you that horizontal and vertical mount. And on the back of the lamp here you can see the display, which gives information about the current mode, and the brightness settings. DC input, which is 5.5 by 2.5 millimeter standard barrel plug. It says DC 24, but you can operate this from the 15 volt V-mount batteries as well at a reduced light output. The mode switch, the on-off slide switch, and the multifunction control knob. Let me put this on a small light stand and we can show you the operation of this particular unit. So you can see I've got the Ninja 10 mounted on a small light stand. Here is that nice arrangement for holding the power supply onto your light stand. So I think this is a really good addition to the new range of lights, the fact that you can have this cabled to your light stand and not be worried about trailing cables. So I really do like that feature. Let's have a look over some of the controls of this light. So here on the Batgun light you can see the power and off switch, the multifunction dimmer switch, the mode switch, and the DC input jack, which is coming from our 24 volt 150 watt power supply. To turn the lamp on, just slide the switch up and it will bring up the Viltrox logo as it boots up, and on the display you can see the current channel and group number, the mode that you're in, which is the correlated color temperature CCT mode, the current brightness, and of course this is a fixed temperature light, so this is going to be the 5600 Kelvin, and an indication of the current fan mode. Now the light always powers up into high speed fan mode when you switch it on. If you wanted to reduce that fan noise you can use the mode button, so a long press of that takes you into the setup, one more press will take you into the fan speed, and then you can press on the multifunction button to go into fan speed mode 2 or fan speed mode 1. So you've got the 2 blades, 3 blades and 4 blades to indicate the speed. So I'm going to set this in fan speed 1. So to come out of that, again just a long press of the mode button will bring you back into the regular display, and you can now see we've got the 2 bladed fan showing we're into the reduced mode. Unfortunately there is an issue with this particular lamp which the engineers are trying to solve at the moment. If you're running this from a 24 volt power supply that's provided with the unit, you'll find that the fan speed does not alter even if you change the value of the blade setting here. So mode 1, mode 2 or mode 3, they all have the same fan speed. If you reduce the voltage to less than 22 volts, you will find that the fan speed works correctly. So if you're running this from a battery pack, you'll find the fans are much quieter, but in this mode the fans are running at high speed even in the mode 1 position. In mode 1 you're restricted to a maximum brightness of 50%, and if you go into mode 2 you'll find now that you are limited to 80%, and in mode 3 obviously you will get the full 100%. Let's just reduce the brightness of that and we can see what's happening. So that is a bit of a disappointment at the moment, but I say the engineers are working on a fix for that. Maybe it can be cured by a firmware upgrade, which will be done by Bluetooth. So if you notice, if we go into the first position here, it gives you the option to change the channel and the group number and the Bluetooth mode. So maybe we can actually do an upgrade. So in the upgrade mode, upgrade on, so it would be from a Bluetooth module within the light, and you use the WeLight Pro app to change the firmware. So hopefully there'll be a firmware change coming shortly to enable this light to run as it should have been designed, with the much quieter fan operation. If you're a stills photographer, probably the fan noise isn't a major concern, but if you're a videographer, then if your microphone is anywhere near this device, you'll be able to hear it. And if I move the light nearer to the microphone, you'll be able to hear the air from that unit. As this light now has the standard Boynes mount, you can use any of your standard fitting softboxes or lanterns to give you soft lighting, or use your reflectors and grids to provide you with the lighting you require. So with a standard mount, it just clips in as usual and locks in place. To release it, obviously, then you just slide the catch to allow you to remove the reflector, and locks in place. Now, with the reflector removed and with the lamp on full power, you'll find that the light output from this bare bulb at a distance of 1 meter is about 5000 lux. If you were to install the reflector, which concentrates the light even further, you'll find the light output at that same distance is around 47,000 lux. So you can see there's quite a advantage in using the reflector if you want a spotlight type effect. There is quite a considerable hotspot in the middle of that reflector, as is the case with most of these parabolic reflectors. But if you're using this within a soft box, you can get quite a good light from this unit at full power. Now, this light can be optionally controlled from either using the RC11 control, which is available separately, but there's not much benefit in using it with a fixed color temperature light. It's better if you use this with a bicolor and you can set the temperature correctly as you need it. Then again, you can control this light using that particular remote controller. Again, you've only got access to the channel and the group and the percentage brightness, and you can use the effects, but it's not easy to correlate the effects using this control as it is with the smartphone. So really you're just using this for the brightness control. So if I just change the brightness, you can see that that's got a corresponding increase with the Ninja 10 or the 10B. But with the single temperature, it's better if you use the WeLight Pro app, and I'll demonstrate that for you now. I'd like to now show you the WeLight Pro app, and again running on an iOS smartphone, but it is available for Android as well. This is the icon, WeLight Pro. Tapping that will bring you into the program itself. At the bottom of the screen, just by the white bar there are 3 by 3 matrix dots which take you back to the main menu. So touch that and it will bring you back to the main menu. Now you can see on here that I've got channel 2 group B, which is channel 2 and group B on the light. So that is how I'm controlling the light over a Bluetooth setup. A lot of these don't apply to the Ninja 10 because it's not a bicolored LED or indeed an RGBW, which some of the lights are. So we've got limited functionality, but again it does give you that option of using it in a remote situation. So if we're going to the correlated color temperature, CCT, it gives us access to our light. We can't change the tint or over the color temperature, but we can vary the brightness. So I can go all the way down to 0% all the way up to 100% using the slider. So you can actually set your level of brightness from there. If you had the 10B, then you could change the color temperature to the presets or any individual one with a magenta green color tint if you wanted to change the absolute color temperature of your light. Go back to the main menu, again just press the matrix of 9, will bring you back into there. You've got the FX mode in this unit. There are just 6 FX available. If you've got the 10B, you'll find you've got 10. So we're going to the FX mode. You can see we've got a variety of them on the screen here. If you've got the Ninja 10B, then you've got the candle light, the candle flame, and the CCT loop and TV modes you can actually choose as well. You can vary the speed, so the symbol here on the screen is the speed. So we're going from slow speed to high speed, indicated by the 3 stripes, and then we've got the intensity of the effect on the bottom slider. Again, to get out of that, just tap the 3 by 3 matrix to bring you up to the main screen. So that's the WeLight Pro app and the features and benefits of it. With the combo kit, you'll get the W3 V-mount battery plate and the S1 hand grip, which allows you to use the light as a run and gun type operation. So you can actually use this to provide yourself with portable lighting outdoors or even in your studio. So the V-mount plate will allow you to mount your V-mount batteries on there, latch in place, so then you can power your light with the included 5.5 by 2.5 connector, or if you wanted to take additional power from here to run, say, a microphone or whatever with a adapter, you can use the D-tap on there as well. So the lamp would fit onto the spigot on here, and again in the bottom of here you've got a 1/4-20 mount, so you could mount this on a light stand if you wanted to do that. So that gives you the option of mounting your light on here, controlling it from 15 volt from the power pack. The light intensity is reduced to about 70% of the full power. So if you're running it on the 24 volt power pack, you've got 100% light output. If you're running this on a battery, you're probably down to about 70%, but it's only a loss of about 1 stop in light. So in real terms, it's not that much of a reduction in light. You get the extra benefit of the fact that the fans will actually operate, and you can have a very almost silent operation from the lamp if you're in mode 1. So you can now see that I've mounted the light on the S1 hand grip with the W3 battery plate. It's being powered from that battery plate. You can still use 0 to 100% in the fan mode 3 position, that's the 4 blade, up to 80% in the fan mode 2 position, and 50% in the fan mode 1. The light output will be reduced because you're only using 15 volts as opposed to 24 volts, so that's the difference. You'll see that you're getting about 70% light output compared to 100% on full 24 volts. But the advantage of running it on low voltage is the fact that the fan speed controller still works now. So with this on, we're in fan mode 4 and it's silent. So if I bring this towards the microphone, even in the high speed mode, you notice that it is much quieter, so you've got full control of fan noise. So with a reduced voltage of under 22, you're losing less than 1/3 of a stop of light, and you've got control of the fans if you wanted to use this for videography. So if you've got a power supply which will tolerate 120 watts at say 20 volts, then you've got much more control of the light. So there we are, that's my review of this new WeLight Ninja 10 from Viltrox. If we get the fan speed controller working with a firmware upgrade, then that will be a fantastic video light for your videographers to give you product shots and talking head interviews, that sort of thing. If you're a stills photographer, then obviously that fan noise isn't going to be of a concern to you, but for us videographers, particularly if the microphone is going to be close to the light, we do need that fan noise resolving. So hopefully that's going to be available soon. I'll put all the links for the Viltrox site in the video description below, so you can have a look at a lot more details of this light and its capabilities. So until the next video, thanks very much for watching. Please do take care, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye for now.